My nickname is Murph, the fan is Montaigne. Welcome. Hey guys, in today's episode I'm gonna show you how I installed my roof vent and how I installed my solar panels. Everything will be sped up a bit because there's a lot of footage to cover from very few angles. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. I started off with giving it a good scrub. We decided to put the vent slightly to the left of the fan since my stove would be right underneath. We outlined the vent on the roof and then gave it a last checkup. We masked the outline with tape over the line itself and then drew the line once more. We drilled a hole on each corner of the roof and then started following the line with a jigsaw. As you can see, we are definitely not a measure 10 times and cut once kind of team. There are these 4 uneven spots which make the vent not fit. The above ones we will hammer flat on a piece of lead gently, and the bottom ones we will fill up with a homemade piece of filling. We removed the masking tape, filed the edges, and then I used a white Hammerite anti-rust paint after the filing was done. We put the homemade wedges in a thick layer of Deca seal to make the wood not exposed to any outside weather. We would fill up 3 grooves and leave an extra bit on the screw holes. Tighten the corners first. You could choose to do it diagonally, and then did all the screws in between. After tightening everything, I put little blobs of Deca on every screw. The screws themselves had a little rubber ring, but it wouldn't hurt. We used Kit's hand soap to work around with the Decaseal, as either this or your spit, yes, spit, works perfectly to make it not stick to your hands, and you can make it 100% sealing. Our soap, I believe, had a mermaid on it, so yeah, kitty soap. That's how we fitted my roof vent. And now, onwards to the solar panels. Since my roof is not a flat roof, but has bumps in them, we didn't want to hammer down half my roof. So instead, we tried to cut out grooves where the bumps in the roof could go through. As you can see, we tried several methods and ended up settling on a smaller flexible handsaw to do the curves and a bigger handsaw to do the straight lines on the footings. We drilled tiny holes to not just glue the foot, but also screw it on. We put Decaseal on the bottom side of the tiny holes and then went around the foot with a mounting glue. This one is called Bison Polymax. Press them down over the bumps and screw them on. We put the solar panels in the footings and tapped them with a drill. So we would be left with tiny markings. We pre-drilled these tiny markings when he was out of his footings, but the camera wasn't rolling. We put the screws we got with the panel, they also had a little rubber ring, through the holes that we pre-drilled. We had some tape around the end of the wires so they wouldn't touch or short themselves. We measured out how long we wanted the cable, and then we stripped them to about, I'd say, half a thumb's width. We put the wires in the PV slot, red for plus, black for minus. I didn't have a battery yet, so installing it to my battery will come with the electronics episode. Okay, so it's me from the future. As you can see, I have the app here, the Victron app, Victron Connect, I believe it's called. Victron Connect. You need to have your Bluetooth on, and when you have the machine on, as it should turn on when the solar panels get their energy, you can press on it. as you can see, the sun is nearly going down, so there's not much sun that he can get. As you can see, it's charging with 7 watts. The power that he's giving to my battery is 12.8 volts, 0.4 amps or something. And this basically means bulk charging. Means that whatever energy he gets, he like puts the full amount through. Basically, he charges in bulks instead of like small drops of energy. Now there's this setting sign right here. If you have your battery attached to your solar panels, this is where you change your settings. Now there is other videos on this. I just went to watch one of these videos, but yeah, you can basically like choose your battery. Yeah, I don't really want to mess too much into this because I just watched the video and did all the things that he said. I'll try to find the video and then link it to you. But here is where you make the solar panels, or the little MPPT charger, know what you have and what you need to have filled. Okay, so as you can see, this is the result. We basically like stuck all the stuff over it so it's not exposed to outside weather. Why there's a difference between grey and black, it's just because we ran out of the black stuff and then we still had the grey stuff, but it's the same stuff. So as you can see, it's all around. But yeah, that one isn't too hard to do, I think, I hope. This one though is a bit more special. So as you can see, we cut around these bumps, put the Deca seal on the screws. But then as soon as you come here, like these are connected in male into female and a male into female. This one I believe we only glued on with the glue, which is tough as nails. And then as you can see, cables come into here, go through these. These actually have like you tighten this and the roll or the gap gets slowly slimmer and slimmer and slimmer until it's all around your cable. But still I went to put the stuff where you spit on your finger and then put it like this all around. That's basically my roof setup, guys. So as you can see, I have a lot of these bumps. That's why we cut out the bit, so they would fit over the things. So yeah, that's how I did my roof. Hope you liked the episode, and I will see you for episode 8. Although I'm not quite sure what it's gonna be. I'm guessing it's gonna be Windows.